The point of this video is not to go against anybody, not to point any fingers, and not to have any ill will on anybody. It's just kind of just to explain, like, just how I felt the last couple of months that I was there, and the reason why I did leave. Um, like I've been with the company for 2 years. Just over, I believe. I had been relocated 6 times in that 2 years in between 4 stores. Like, I understand the first times I got switched were due to training, but the remainder of them have been, again, after my training in the 2 year span that I have been transferred. I understand that that happens to a lot of people that are with the company, that they do get moved around a lot and stuff. So I'm not saying that is like anything, but that I was willing to do whatever for the company, that I was committed to be a part of the company. Um, and and I was very much committed to it. I do love the concept. I've loved the concept since the first time I stepped foot in one of the establishments. It's a beautiful concept. Of course, nothing in life is perfect, and there's still going to be some imperfections in anything that you have, even as successful as it is. There's going to be some opportunities and things that you can to do to better your company. And I'm not here to preach about what needs to be done better. I just need to just kind of explain something in case not all of you knew this, or if the people involved knew that they were doing this. But this is how I was felt over the last couple of months from my transfer from St. Albert to Fort Saskatchewan. Now, I let's start with first with Fort Saskatchewan. No, let's start actually with St. Albert. Now, St. Albert, when I got there, it was definitely not the most positive kind of environment that I was put into. I did have a group, which I've said a couple of times, called the Mean Girls, that had my first ever mass exodus, whereas we had multiple staff members quit due to just a band of girls that were just against me, against like my ideas, and maybe just me in general. I don't know what it was. Um, but I stuck through that. I dismantled that group, and I had some positive turnarounds from some staff members that were part of that, which was great to see. I had, with the help of Paige and with the help of Alex, we turned that restaurant into a great restaurant, and the three of us working together was awesome. And I just found that point where, now I'm not here to talk a lot about like my whole history of work and whatever, but the thing is, or the one thing that I want to talk about is just the treatment that I got from my operations, my regional, my district manager, whatever degree that they were. I first want to say, like, when it came to the great times and great moments that I did have in this company, even when I had that turnover at St. Albert, Pat Ketty was my guy. He was there for me. He actually cared about me as much as he gave me hard times, and as much as he was very go, 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 which was very successful for him. And I love that about him. He was there to just kind of, hey, have that conversation with me, talk to me in person. He was the last, besides Woods, who was there for a short period of time. I didn't get a chance to really a chance to just dive in, but he was great from what I saw. That was the last physical contact that I had with my regional managers after that, or my district manager or my operations manager. Like, my operations manager would come on the night shift when working days, or day shifts when working nights, and have the crossover where it's like 2 hour crossover, maybe that, and then it's an email. Like, my write-ups were all emails. I didn't have anybody have a conversation with anything about that and say, hey, what can we do? Like, when it comes to like your core values, you like take care of yourself and each other. is your first one. And um, I just don't know if I got that. I don't know if I got that at all after that. I had Zach. I know that he's not with the company anymore, but when we had our regional managers regional manager meetings every Tuesday or so, and he had his district that he worked. When he referred to St. Albert, he referred to Alex before he referred to me. Um, that was awesome. And yeah, and the last couple of months there, like I submitted. Well, this is the reason, mostly the reason for this video is because like I don't know, to give you an update, because I'm pretty sure you guys are probably just wondering, I wonder what happened to that loser. Um, but yeah, Edmonton or Alberta is absolutely not the place for me. I am not finding anything positive working for me here. So I am in the process of selling all of my stuff and moving east. Um, uh, One of the things that's making it a little bit more challenging was the um, money that I was hoping that I would have gotten from you guys, um, and I have not yet received. The first and foremost is the my last bit of pay. I got my vacation pay. Thank you for that. I got my last pay, my last week that I did work there. Thank you for that. Um, um, I was told that my expenses were not going to be on this check, which I checked, and I'll have the attachments of my pay stub. So in case you don't have to go and search for it yourself, um, that yeah, my expenses were not put on that check. And he reassured me that I would be getting another check right after that, or whatever, shortly after that. Since then, I've checked my mail to see if it was through mail to me. And I know that, like, of course, there was a lot going on after I'd left, just getting started into the NFL season. You guys are going on your trip for the Achievers trip, as well as you had Lobster Fest coming up. So I was very patient and stuff. And now it's like November now, and I still haven't gotten my last of my expenses. I'm missing my expenses from a couple of months ago. I know I submitted them later, but I got the email back like, oh, these are too late, or that will comment with, these were too late. So I didn't get that money. So it's just like, okay, sucks to be me again. But the one that's bothered me the most, the one that it hurts me the most about all of this, is the referral bonus. Now, in your playbook, as you can see, it talks about the referrals and the time frame of the referrals. Like I have an attachment again to this of my conversations that I was having with Chad up until the second time, because the first one wasn't through emails. Apologize, I don't have that information. I know you guys might have that information. I know Alex Steiner, Wheels, and Gord, you should have that information. But from the start time that he was there to the first time that I inquired to the second time that I inquired, um, to the response that I got, which was a month later, about you're not really sure about how he's performing, to when he got transferred, to me asking about that time, and you said he just got transferred, he's got to prove his worth. Um, there is no fine print when it comes to like the 3 month period, and when it comes to probation, like that should be a no-brainer. So from the first time when I asked, when I was told that nobody knew about this, and it took me a while to actually, and then I responded to that because it took him a while to get to me first. Um, then it um, then when I responded right away, it took a while to respond back again. So that was about 2 weeks in that time frame for me to make my first inquiry about this. Um, to the deferring, saying that was nobody knew about it. Nobody knows about this referral. To me responding, CCing somebody in that was part of the first conversation, and again the reply a week later was, no, still nobody's heard about this, I don't know. To me having to track down the original email and then CC it to both of them, or to all three of them in that part. And then at that point there was the, oh well, now he's not performing. He was probably performing at the 3 month part period. I don't understand why I'm getting penalized for it, because he's still getting paid. He's still working there. The only person that gets penalized from this breach of agreement is me. So I don't know what I might have done to have you just rob me of all this money. I don't mean to sound like it's rude. I'm not saying you robbed me of this money, but you denied me of this money. You denied me of all this money. Like, is that 7% that I went down from last year? Is that the reason why? Was I just trending down at all my stores? Is that the reason why? Like, I don't understand. But anyways, I just want to leave it off with that. Again, I'm not trying to just attack anybody. I'm just saying, hey, I'm done. Tail between my legs. I would just really appreciate it if I could get some of that money, if not all of that money. You guys have my email because I emailed you. You have my phone number. Most of you do. If you want to reach out to me, if you want to like explain this to me or let me know. But as soon as I can get myself sorted out of here, I'll be out of this province and out of your hairs altogether. But for now, I know that I was told in my last meeting or last conversation that I had with one of my operations manager, it was mentioned that, want to keep this civil, like honor, appreciate you working the extra time that you needed to for that. And that was it. And, I felt that was a very positive end to that. And that was I did what I could and what I wanted to for this company. And I was hoping that maybe you might want to do the same and have that integrity.